Borodar everybody, a brand new week. It's very exciting. Have you had a lovely weekend at home? Oh good, we did have some nice weather this weekend. It was haylog, wasn't it? And then a bit windtog yesterday. Wonder what it's like today. Right, well this week we're doing our story, The Tiger Who Came to Tea. And this is a lovely story. If you haven't listened to me reading it yet, pop that video on first. The Tiger Who Came to Tea. Well, this week as well we have got a new little friend in our class. This is Al, our astronaut. And Al has come to join us after our book we read last week, all about space. So Al can come and sit just down here by our little scarecrow friend. There we go. Should we say Borodar to Al? Borodar, Al. Our class is getting really big now, isn't it? Wonder how many people we've got in our class. Shall we count them? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 friends. Wow. Gosh. Right. Well, sit my toe with head, you boys and girls. Oh, it might be a different one today that we haven't had for a while because I'm looking out my window. I can see my trees moving around. I wonder what it might be. Sit my toe with head, you. Windtog. Bwrw glaw. Gymylog. Haylog a gymylog. Stormys. Haylog. O bwrw eira. Sit my toe with head here. Right, now we're on our very first day of our week. It's Monday. Dial with our sound. And I'll need to grab myself a pen so we can write which number, which day of the week in May it is today. It was on Friday when we finished. It was the 15th of May. But we've had Saturday and Sunday at home, so we've had 2 days after 15. Let me grab my pen and we can have a look together. So the 15th was Friday. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We were at home for 16, 17. So what is it today? 15, 16, 17. It's the 18th of May. So that's a number 1, and the clue is in the word 18th. It's an 8. The 18th of May today. Right, well boys and girls, today, because of our story, we're going to start our week with a really fun activity that you might want to do lots of different days through our week. I know I'm going to. So in our story, The Tiger Who Came to Tea, Mummy and little girl are at home, aren't they? And they are having their tea together. The little girl's called Sophie, isn't she? So in this picture, we can see Mummy and Sophie sat at the table with a teapot and some teacups, having their tea. And then all the way through our story, they're at that table, aren't they? But here, the tiger's come to join them and he's eating and drinking everything that they've got. So it made me think about one of the games that we really like to do together at school, and that is having our own pretend tea party. Except this time, you might want to do it outside because it's going to be a messy one. Because we're going to be doing a bit of tea party water play. So I'll show you a few of the bits and pieces I've got, and then you could see if you could find something similar at your house. Right, let's move this over here out of the way. Now, do you remember me saying when I was reading the story that the story was written 50 years ago? It was written a long, long, long time ago, and some things have changed. Now in our story, a milkman came and delivered some milk on his milk cart. Now, there aren't many milkmen around anymore, Most of the time we buy our milk from the supermarket or from the shop and it comes in a plastic bottle. But there is actually a milkman that comes to our village and he delivers milk to our house. I don't know whether you have any milk delivered to your house, but we do. So our milk actually still comes in glass bottles, just like the one in our story. See if you can find out how your milk comes to your house. So I'm going to use a tiny bit of this. I'll show you how in a minute. Now I have got a teacup and saucer. I keep these for if my nanny comes to visit. She's 96 and she likes to have her cup of tea in a china mug like this one. So this is actually her cup that I keep. I have got a teapot for pouring my tea. It doesn't matter if you haven't got these, you don't need them, but you will need some of this. So here, this is the exciting bit, I've got some tea bags. And here I've got some coffee. I mix this with water, it'll make coffee. I've got some other cups or bowls or bottles, whatever you want to use. Got a spoon and I've got some water. Now, the reason I've said to do this outside is because what we're going to be doing is mixing all these up and having some fun playing with tea and coffee. You might have some milkshake powder you want to use and I'll make some pretend drinks. So I've got my milk because if you want to have pretend milk, you don't actually have to use lots of this. What you can always do is just put a tiny little drop in some water. And then it won't be all smelly like using lots of milk, but look, that looks like milk to me. And you can mix it round. I'm going to mix it with my spoon. So this is going to be my pretend milk for while I'm playing. And now this is the exciting bit because what you'll want to do with all your water is mix up your tea bags and your coffee. So you might want to I'm going to put some coffee in here, add some of my water. There we go. Oh, I bet Mr. Roberts will like this, won't he? And make us some pretend coffee. I could even put bits of grass or plants from the garden in to make it even more special. So some coffee there. And I've got my tea bags. Why not use your tea bags, but you can also open them up. You can actually pour out the tea. So I've emptied my tea bag. Oh, smell it. See what it smells like. So that is what's inside my tea bag. So I could use that, mix that in with my drinks, couldn't I? I could even put some water in my teapot, pour that in. So have some messy fun today, having your own water play tea party. And I'll see you later. Hwyl fawr everybody, bye bye.